at the outset of this season, it wasn't impossible to see the University of Wisconsin football team getting to its third straight Rose Bowl. Coming into this game, you knew it was one win to get to the third straight Rose Bowl, but the way that the Badgers dismantled Nebraska, 70-31 tonight down in Indianapolis, is something that I don't think either of us saw. I'm Adam Mertz, the Wisconsin State Journal, joined by Gabe Neitzel, ESPN Madison Radio. Gabe, the person who we talked about a lot tonight on postgame show is Matt Canada. Players on the field, got the job done. Matt Canada, the offensive coordinator, first-year offensive coordinator, following in Paul Chryst's shoes, comes up with a game plan that is unforeseen in the history of University of Wisconsin football.
Yeah, 70 points, most points ever scored in any conference championship game. And the word, I think, vindication. I mean, a lot of people were very upset throughout the entire course of the year. Even against Northern Iowa, I feel people were calling for Matt Canada's head because they were unhappy with the way things were going offensively for the Wisconsin Badgers. But tonight, I mean, we saw the barge. They threw out of the barge. They introduced a new formation, the zebra formation. Melvin Gordon got involved. James White was heavily involved. And Monty Ball, 21 carries, 200 some yards with 3 touchdowns. They had the Jared Abbrederis pass play.
Right.
They had so many different wrinkles tonight. I don't know. Most people, I think, are going to have to say right now they're going to have to remain quiet if they did not think that Matt Canada was creative, because he was very creative in the play calling tonight.
And that was in the first half.
Yeah, that was all.
That's in the first half that happens. And I really thought that the play at the end of the first half, which we've talked about kind of being the dagger, with James White kind of throwing the jump pass almost out of that barge formation to a wide open Sam Arneson for the touchdown to put him up 42-10 at half. That was the one that, to me, kind of said, hey, we're here to take no prisoners tonight. And it really showed that they had a lot of tricks up their sleeve tonight. Yeah, and the play that led up to that, Melvin Gordon, I mean, that might have been his best run, because the way it just looked like Wisconsin was going to run out the clock, and all of a sudden they get a quick first down. Call a timeout. Well, what are we going to do here? What's the big play? Oh, jet sweep to Melvin Gordon. He goes down the sideline, outruns everybody, and then the 2 players that he doesn't outrun, he runs them over in his way getting inside the 5-yard line. And Melvin had a tremendous game tonight. We talked about it on the postgame. Even though Monty Ball was named the game's MVP, I mean, we really thought he was the game MVP with the way he changed things for the Wisconsin Badgers and really set the tone for UW in that game. It was, we've been waiting for it all year, I feel, that he would get more involved, and I guess they waited until the biggest game of the season to really get him involved. Well, you look through the course of the season, you mentioned Northern Iowa. I had kind of forgotten about that, how much they had Danny O'Brien bottled up, and they took one chance downfield, and it seemed like they had nothing planned for a team that was inferior to take advantage of that. You saw bits and pieces of this puzzle throughout the season, but to think that they would all fit together, I think that was the thing that was just shocking, and you saw on the sidelines what it did to Nebraska's coaches, Nebraska's players. This was stunning to everyone involved. Yeah, I can't believe it. Again, you saw little bits and pieces. Oh, this might work. But the fact, because they came in losing in overtime 3 of the last 4 games. So you've lost 2 in a row. You're not feeling good. Nebraska's playing so well coming in ever since they lost to Ohio State. They came in playing really well. Yeah, I don't think anybody really saw this one coming. The way everything just fell together. I was talking with a couple of fans before the game. They felt it would take a perfect game for Wisconsin to win. Well, I think they got a perfect game tonight. It's hard to argue with that. Adam Mertz from the Wisconsin State Journal, Gabe Neitzel from ESPN Madison. Thanks for joining us, and we'll have coverage on both of our media outlets here leading up to the Rose Bowl, the third straight Rose Bowl for your University of Wisconsin Badgers, January 1st in Pasadena.